What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? So, what did I come down with Saquon Barkley golfing with Trump and taking pictures and photo ops? And how do I feel about it? Well, I don't like it because I've never cared for black athletes or entertainers smoozing with in the White House or with presidential people because um there's too much at stake. You can say it's not political, but it is a photo op. You can say it's not this. Now, if y'all happen to be friends outside of the situation, I got no problem with it. I understand why people had a problem with James Brown grinning with Richard Nixon or Michael Jackson with the Reagans and Bush Sr. and all that, or with the Clintons because he was using it for gain to sell records. It's a photo op. It's also to try to negotiate you some endorsements, some corporate tie-ins. It's not just you know, but you do pay a heavy dividends as a black athlete entertainer in light of what's going on. We cannot wrap ourselves around and not due to the fact that Trump is racist, a separatist, and he is what he is. And I've never cared for him. And so I do have a problem with it, but I also have a problem with it in light of the DEI thing, the Jackie Robinson situation, with all the stuff that happened, he made light of from a Jim Crowism thing. So I would look at any so-called athlete who supposedly claims to be woke and aware. That's what Saquon Barkley claimed a few years ago. I carry Jalen Hurts with more respect and dignity because he didn't want no parts of that orange idiot, and I applaud him from staying away. The photo ops and to sit there and to say that you're okay with when someone is going against people look like you because just based on that alone is problematic. And it doesn't really merit the attention. It really doesn't, you know, because people are going to sit there and think, well, okay, it's okay and whatnot. Everybody don't feel that way. One of your brethren in Colin Kaepernick got whiteballed from the NFL because of this man's actions and attitudes on a public platform and a stage where he had no business or his jurisdiction to say what someone else should do and think. But you see, that's the kind of weight and pressure that is put on them for you to kowtow, to roll over like a pig in slop and say it's okay for him to run his agenda. That's what we're at. So, you know, I have a problem with any of them that do it. It's one thing if that you was friends with him in a capacity before he got in, but it always look during the light of everything. I don't condone it. I don't. I just don't. And it to me, it's panhandling in light. If you claim to be aware, I got much respect for Jalen Hurts. I got much respect for anyone who don't go nowhere near there because the obvious racial implications, the obvious divide to conquer, the obvious with the things that he's trying to pass with the museums, taking out the artifacts, messing with the culture and the history, and with everything that's going on. You can't separate the two. Not in this capacity, I can't. Now that doesn't mean Saquon Barkley isn't a great running back because he is, and I think he's a great talent. I think the New York Giants are the biggest idiots on the planet. Their coach should be fired. He used to be offensive coordinator for Buffalo Bills. He should be fired and be for a mental evaluation because they got rid of him for Daniel Jones. And how did that turn out? So this is a reality that we are facing with this situation that they want you to smile and grin and cheese even when police brutality and everything that goes on and the NFL owners are how they are and they can put signs and logos to pretty much mock a man they ran out the NFL, but yet they want to act like they're act. Can we end this? But yet you bring back forth that you support someone who is about divide to conquer. Make it make sense. So now, Saquon Barkley, I look at him sideways for bringing Trump to go in there, and anybody, black athlete entertainers that support this agenda, because I'm gonna tell you something, you're doing it because of tax purposes in the bracket, not because you like or in love with the dude. It's because it's the tax bracket, and you're corporately owned and manipulated and you operate it. It take a real one to say no. I can't clap for this because this is not healthy. This is not normal, and this is not what I'm about. But when you bought and paid for, that's what you got to do. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. I'm out one time. Peace.